G's blog. Today we're going to be doing a review video, not like I normally do. Today we'll be reviewing SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, the official gameplay trailer. Let's watch. Just from the scene from downtown Bikini Bottom, you could see underneath the spinning hand robot, there's a circle with an X in it. Now, if anybody remembers from the OG original version, that used to be a Viking helmet inside of it. I guess they thought it was more. I guess they thought it was more interesting and more better to put it that way as an X. And in my opinion, I do like it that way. If this is how I see it. Huh. I wonder if that was in the original version of the anvil squashing, because I don't remember that, but I do like how I think another YouTuber said this. I like how they actually just look like they're smashed into the floor, not just imploded. But I like how that animation works too. Yo, look, everybody, just look at Gary. Look at Gary the Snail. From back then, if you actually look at Gary the Snail, all you see is his little eye stalks just like creeping above the little top. It's actually really funny that you could actually see him like just post there, just looking down. I just thought it's an interesting thing just for him to look out, to actually show himself more.
It's shiny.
Oh, and also I like the details of the boat flipped over, and if you actually let's move up a little. You can actually see better of the sea needle. That's the point over here. And just from the layout already, you could see that the road actually looks like a road, and because it's underwater, you have to try to get that underwater texture. And from if you look closely at the road, from with the red shiny objects, you could see that the water starts to ripple underneath the actual current.
You! Patrick needs to do laundry. Lion squirrel!
Oh, actually, I don't know if you guys noticed that. Let me rewind that real quick. I never actually seen this. Well, it wasn't fully like that back then, but you could actually see the full shadow on the floor of actually Sandy with the spinning rope. Now, if I remember correctly back then, they didn't really much fully do Sandy's model on shadow. It was just the rope. But if you look closely, you could actually see the spinning, the full 360 of the rope going in midair. And I really like that because it shows the more of details of the characters, and no matter what they're doing, and the momentum of what they're doing.
Lion squirrel coming through!
Actually, let me rewind that real quick. I want to show you guys something. Sorry, I don't mean to be annoying. Here we go. This is what I was trying to talk about. You see how the tartar guy's canister, it actually looks like a can of tartar sauce. I think that actually looks better from what it actually used to be. He was this very blocky character, and it was just it just seemed like a small canister that didn't really make sense in my opinion, because it shot out green. Yeah, it shot out like greenish brown, but it really didn't make any sense because what was in the canister was like brownish or like very light color. Wait, no. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about a different game. I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't notice that. Was that sign always there? If you see in the guy, you guys, if you see in the corner right here, it says apartment for rent. I know that doesn't really matter to the video, but I thought that was really cool because it's not. There's some Easter eggs that they pop in, and some people don't notice it, and I just find little stuff like that very cool. And if you actually seen from what Sandy does her flip up, it's actually very crisp of how she goes for the full momentum and just flips completely. It's really nice because back then it just seemed like she was off and it just seemed like it was very jumbled. Also, Raiders, thing is, yeah, Riders. Uh, I know what you mean now because I do like your videos and I do subscribe and like your videos. Um, I officially noticed what you meant by the animation. Yeah, that animation does look terrible because if you guys actually here, let me rewind that real quick for you guys. If you see her once she's grabbing onto the robot, she's not even standing on anything, and it actually does the gameplay of where she's literally standing in midair. It seems, and she's ripping the robot apart. It just I really like what writers said. I really do hope they change that because it does not look right. And I officially now that I can actually see an up close, yeah, an up close version of the Duplicon Tron. I think it was Duplicon Tron 3000. I think they called it. I like how it looks because it actually looks like a more cartoony kind of like SpongeBob Plankton's inventions. And if you zoom out a little, you could see the actual lightning actually looks like actual electrical currents. Because back then it would just look like fluorescent light bulbs just going down, and it looked horrible in my opinion, very very bad. But now it actually because it opens up, it more shows more light in in the definition of it.
I feel like a new sponge.
Now, guys, this will be the ending of the video, and if you like, subscribe, and peace out, y'all.